Hey everyone, the Flying Scotsman here, and welcome to this video. Now, in this video, I thought that I would do something quite interesting with the Compaq Armada E500. Now, in my last video, which was slightly on Road Geeks channel, we learned that partition magic is not the way to go for dual booting. At least from not from what I experienced. So I thought I would, I concluded that video by saying that I was going to reinstall Windows 2000 and use Acronis to dual boot and resize the partition because it actually is a FAT32 partition. Quite convenient. So, before I set about reinstalling Windows 2000, I thought I would have a go at running NT4 on this machine, as I have an image for it. So, what we've done is I have copied the image over now using the Compaq Quick Restore CD. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go and start this machine up into Windows NT4, and we're going to run through the setup, and we'll see what is to be done. Thank you for purchasing a Compaq personal computer. Your software will now be installed. Press the enter key to continue. Okay. Do not turn off power to your computer during this process. Software is being installed for you. The system may reboot automatically. So, I guess my questions are, how is the hard disk configured? Because in here is a 100 gigabyte IDE drive. How is it going to, what software is going to be installed? And, you know, how will it all run? Now, the plan isn't to go and install a whole bunch of stuff on NT4 and just be like, hey, this is awesome. Because, well, to be quite frank, it really isn't. But what I will do is, you know, just kind of show what you get if you spec a Compaq Armada, or what you would have gotten if you'd have spec'd one of these up with NT4. Now, just to recap on the specs of this machine for those of you who don't know, who've not necessarily seen this these videos before. I can't remember how much memory is in here, so please bear with me. But starting Windows NT, I've never seen that before, ever. It's usually kind of just gone straight to the NT boot menu, and that's all I've seen it do. Like that, for example. I've seen that. Well, that makes things quite Service Pack 6. Right, okay, so now we are in Windows NT Setup. Welcome to the Windows NT Setup Wizard, which will guide you through the rest of setup. To continue, click Next. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So to summarise, the specs of this machine, like I said, this machine has a 900 MHz Pentium 3 with 256 megs of RAM, ATI, I think it's Rage Mobility, with 8 megs of video RAM, 14-inch XGA display, DVD-ROM CDRW drive, a floppy disk drive, 1.44 meg. We have Ethernet 10100, I believe, as well as a modem, and 2 quite good sounding speakers. So this looks like it's in VGA mode. So apparently I've got to press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to sign in. No admin password as of yet. Right, well that's quite interesting because, oh, here we go, we're actually away installing software now. So I'm wondering if we'll get drivers installed as well. So I'm just going to let this go ahead and install everything that it needs to, and I'll be right back. So the software install has, I believe, about finished. So now we're waiting for the system to reboot. Oh, there it goes. And now that is quite interesting. The Drive C, unlike on Windows 2000, is NTFS, probably because Windows 2000 supports FAT32 and NT4 doesn't. But here we are, we have Windows NT4 fully installed. Nice. So obviously I have used older Compaq images with NT4, and you used to get the active desktop update. Now with this one, you don't. You get Internet Explorer 5, and you get basically what you would have got with the Windows 2000 image. In fact, that's exactly what you get. The only difference being it's that you get NT4 instead of 2000. Nice. And you have, obviously, some software which is NT4 specific. So, for example, Cardware. For PCMCIA cards. Which is not something you actually need on Windows 2000, because it has support for PCMCIA cards built in. I mean, NT, I think, does kind of as well, but uses hardware. Well, that was quite interesting. Anyway, we have, I believe, all the drivers installed. So what do you get on such an image? Well, to be honest, not much. You get Compaq driver's information, setup hardware, which I now have done, different setups for different client services for the computer, Microsoft Global IME, Service Pack 6, Web Agent setup, Intel Speed Step, Ring Central Fax, and Adobe Acrobat Reader. Version 4.0. Now, normally I would complain about the lack of any useful software. That said, this machine is a more business end machine, and I don't know what these removable drives are for. Oh, it's probably because I installed hardware. Clumsy me. Be quite interesting to see the hard disk capacity. Drive C is 1.9 gigs, 2 gigs, and the other drive is 91 gigs. Nice. Right. So that's pretty much what you get with NT4. The game's installed. No, they're not. That's not going to be a problem. Compaq diagnostics and remote diagnostics. Nice. Like I said, with older NT setups, you would have gotten the active desktop update. But now don't. And I can imagine a lot of businesses would have preferred it this way because, well, the desktop is a wee bit lighter on resources this way. What I think I will do is I'll install the games. No, they're there. Well, pinball isn't. Oh well. Of course, on NT, games are still found within accessories. Well, that was a bit stupid of me, was it? I remember playing this quite a lot on XP back in the day. What I will do, I think, is I will actually set my network up. Something that you don't get on this installation of NT4 is soft power off, or at least you don't appear to. But then some systems support it on NT, some don't. Really kind of is one of those things that isn't as common as it would be on Windows 9X. But then, with a name like New Technology, you would have expected it. But what NT was about the things actually needed to run a computer were all there and all accounted for. A 32-bit preemptive multitasking kernel, as opposed to Windows 9X hybrid 16 32-bit kernel. That was the sort of thing that NT needed and had. Better networking, better security, a more secure, yeah, okay, let's, childish comments aside, a more secure file system. Well, more secure than FAT32 anyway, we've got to be honest. We don't have that, and what do we have? I don't flippin' know. So, that's what NT was. It's a utilitarian operating system, where even fripperies like boot time splash screens aren't even a thing. So, advanced power management, you don't really need to be able to soft power the computer off in a work environment. At least at the time you really didn't. In fact, NT4 was being sold at a time when, well, I certainly believe schools and actually some businesses, a lot of businesses, were still using DOS systems and Windows 3.x systems, all AT systems. Any kind of advanced power management was conspicuous only by its absence. What NT was about was basically having the most rock-solid computing environment to do business in. Yes, you could get DirectX for it. In fact, it didn't come as a standalone installer generally, it came preloaded in service packs. And I have done videos about gaming on NT4, but it's kind of a miracle that you can even do that at all. Why any games, and certainly pinball was included with NT4, I will never know, but kind of glad they were. Anyway, let's see if I can get on to my network. Well, that's helpful. Can't find my own bloody server. That's yeah, that's a thing. That's no good. Let's see. Well, that's a bit. Yeah. NT4, best at networking. Let's see if I can get online. Nope. So networking's not really even been properly set up. That went well. You do get high color icons in NT4 though, if you should want them. So quite funny how we've got those kind of fripperies. TCP/IP protocol, IP address, nothing's been set up. There's nobody here. So you get a wee README file on how to install the networking on here. Okay, so I'm now having to manually install the network adapter. Right. TCP/IP protocol, bindings. There we go. Connect that to a DHCP server. And then reboot. As you pretty much have to do with everything on NT4. So that's been a look at Windows NT4. I can't seem to get anything going. Well, I guess that's that then. So what I think I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to go and install Windows 2000 and then put 98 on as a dual boot. But for now, I think I'm going to end this video. So thank you all for watching, and please join me for my next one. Cheery bye.